What is a physical feature that turns you on first glance?
On a male or a female? Kind eyes.
Interesting. That's like not it for me.
What is it? In the gray sweatpants?
How could you ever?
It's Sofia Franklin. You are listening to Sofia with an F, and the F is for phenomenal.
You did not actually legally change your middle name to
Of course I did.
Serena, don't f with me right now.
It's a stage name, if you will, like Lady Gaga, Sasha Fierce.
Okay. That makes sense.
My middle initial doesn't even start with an F, but like I'm addicted.
What does it start with?
I can't say because people will literally come at me.
No, why? Because the middle name's so embarrassing?
It's not. It's actually beautiful.
Okay, then why will they come at Mine's horrifying.
What's your middle name?
Well, okay, so we're both Argentine, so that's why I'm like very interested to
Does
know.
everyone know that we won the World Cup? We're literally champions of the world.
I only did a post about it, an entire vlog about it, an entire episode. Yeah, we won.
I love when people come up to me and they're just like, congratulations. And I'm just like, I didn't do anything.
You feel like one of the players.
No,
though.
literally. I'm like, yeah, Messi, he's my uncle. Like, whatever.
Okay, the middle name?
Yeah, it starts with an A. That's all I'm going to say.
Why? Why are we so secretive? I mean, I won't be. Mine's Vanina.
I love that.
Which
That's
is
very Argentinian.
It is one letter away from the word vagina.
Which is why I love it.
And also, I feel like people in the U.S. don't understand it because it's a very popular name in Argentina.
Yeah.
Here, people are a little bit like, what?
Okay, I'll tell you what my middle name is. It's Amelie.
Amelie.
Yeah, beautiful.
Gorgeous.
But like, I like fucking more.
I mean, I think it depends. Like, are we like in a business meeting?
100%. I used to write it on my resume, Sophia.
Okay.
I used to write Serena fucking Kerrigan on my resume.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, not when you're like applying to fucking Goldman Sachs, American Express.
Sorry, does it look like I was applying to Goldman Sachs?
No, okay, the reason I hate my middle name for real, Sofia Vanina. Like it rhymes. And then my mom's maiden last name is Franco, and then my dad adopted me. So it was Sofia Vanina Franco Franklin.
I'm obsessed with that. It's literally a character.
Y'all are fucking with me right now,
Obsessed.
which I am, which I totally am. So we've known each other for what, a few months. I have seen you more in the last few months, in the last week than I ever have.
I know. How do you feel?
I actually feel more confident. I feel cooler. I feel sexier. Like you really give off this energy.
Right.
And I want all the suits to get that energy, but let's start from the beginning, please. So I went to your live show, incredible, beyond. Then I went to your birthday party. Thank you for bringing my credit card back.
It was an open bar, yet Sophia literally like lost her credit card in the space. How's that a thing?
I swear, I was paying for something. I swear.
What were you paying for? I would love to know. Would love to know. No,
I
literally.
have no fucking clue, but thank you.
The one night you literally did not have to bring your credit card.
I know. I had no idea. I mean, you kind of do though. Like you never know where you're going to end up.
Oh no, I just Apple Pay.
See, I forget that that's a thing.
Right.
I'm so out of the loop.
Is it even set up on your phone?
I think it is,
Okay,
but I'm
good.
just so out of the loop.
No, it's fine. So yes, I had a cosmic orgasm themed birthday party because it was it's my Saturn return, 29.
Who was the best dressed?
I mean, me. But you honestly did a great job. Like you went all out.
I really went for the theme.
The white straight finance bros that like, I'm sorry, like where are they going to walk their dog in the park?
They
Like
were wearing jeans and a crew neck.
unacceptable.
And I gave my number to half of them.
I know you did. How's that going for you? by
I
the
haven't
way?
responded to any of them.
As you should.
Because I was just like, this is a mistake.
No
But I
cosmic orgasms.
There were no cosmic orgasms at all.
Honestly, I didn't have a cosmic orgasm either. I feel like when you're the birthday girl, there's too much attention on you. So like no one wants to hook up with you, which is rude.
That is kind of rude.
I'm like, I'm paying for this party. Like someone dick me down.
100%.
But no one did.
Maybe you should hire someone next time or do something. I think when you do something a little more intimate.
That's why you brought your credit card, so I could hire someone to hook up with me.
I mean, if it was a private dinner or something, yes, you would have ended up getting fucked. There was like 500 people.
Yeah.
Some
The pool
celebrities.
is so big.
Some celebrities, I'm not going to name drop, although I want to, but I think that's why you weren't getting fucked.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing private about it.
No, there wasn't.
So it was a few days ago. And you FaceTime me out of nowhere, which is kind of your thing, which I think is so aggressive and like it scares me, by the way. Why do you you just FaceTime people?
Right, as opposed to what?
Texting, phone call.
I want to see your beautiful face.
Bullshit.
Feels like I'm with you.
Bullshit, because I text you. I was like, I'm crying right now.
And I was like, cool, pick up. That's what I'm here for, babe. I feel like maybe it's because I'm an only child, but and I'm very extroverted, so I like get energy off of other people. And I think I've been single for a while, and when I'm on my couch hungover thinking about the night before, that's why I FaceTimed you.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think now that I'm in my single girl era, like
You're
going to
be FaceTiming the world.
Right. Because like you start just talking to your friends way fucking more. They become way more of a support system.
Totally.
So you FaceTime me, I FaceTime you back. We're using the roller.
We both had eye patches on. See, it felt like we were together.
No, it's true. It's true. And you call me out because you're like, you were with, and let's give him a fake name, George. Okay.
Name of my dead dog, so perfect.
George, are you serious?
Yeah, that's perfect though for this. May he rest in peace. I love my dog. Go on, George.
Well, okay, so George,
okay,
not the dog, the guy. You asked me, oh my God, you were hanging out with George last night. And my response was,
wait, no, I wasn't. Who is that? And I go, he's literally not only on your story, he was tagged.
And I go, oh my God, like the gay guy. And you go, what? He's gay? And so then I He's not. He's definitely not.
He's other things though.
He's a lot of things. I had to go look through my story. I figured out who the fuck you were talking about. I was obviously intoxicated. That was my first night meeting him. And then you start kind of like interrogating me, like what the fuck went down.
Okay, first of all, that sounds so aggressive. I want to just say with a caveat, I'm an Aries and I'm a New Yorker, born and raised. So I think that I don't realize how aggressive I come off. I was just asking you like, what's the tea? In a very polite, gentle way.
In your brain. Right. But the way that I interpreted it, because I am sensitive, I am a Cancer, I'm a New York transplant. I was like, am I in trouble?
Because it's also because I FaceTimed you. Like I thought being on the eye patches was going to help like remedy that, but so sorry.
No, but then I did end up like, I loosened up and then I felt safe. But at first I was like, oh, holy shit, like am I in trouble? Also, if a girl is calling you saying, what's up with George?
When George listens to this, because he will, he's going to think that I was like, what the fuck? I literally was like, oh my God, that you were with him.
Yeah.
I would love to know because I do trust your opinion. And like, I think it's important because people are going to listen to this that don't know me. I'm really true, and I hate when people say this, but like I don't see women as my competition ever. They're my allies. Same. I literally would pick a girl over any fucking guy any day. So like when I saw that you were them, I was like, perfect. Like this is my ally. Like I was like, what's the tea? I had a feeling you weren't like romantically interested in him.
That would be correct. Then 2 days later, I run into you at brunch. What the fuck? What is her name off Real Housewives of New York was there?
Kelly Ben Simone. Looking like a snack.
She looks exactly the same. I would only die to look like that at her age. Holy shit.
You will.
So this is what I really want to talk to you about, besides a million things. You're a legit New Yorker.
Born and raised.
Where were you born?
Upper West Side. I was born at Mount Sinai Hospital. Grew up on the Upper West Side. I went to Fieldston for high school.
Is that like a private?
It's a private high school, yeah.
Okay.
And it's like with the Hill School, so it's like Horaceman, Fieldston, Riverdale.
So it was a full Gossip Girl.
It was. Like I think, you know, there's different pockets, there's different people, but I was definitely exposed to like the wealthiest of the wealthy and like their houses, their parents, their Hamptons houses, their planes, like all of that.
Okay, those were your classmates.
Oh, for sure. And like when I was new in 9th grade, I previously went to a different private school, but that one was smaller, super diverse, super progressive, and like had lots of financial aid for all the kids. So it was just all overall socioeconomically like way more diverse.
Okay.
So people weren't rolling in with like Givenchy backpacks in 9th grade. I was like, Givenchy? And they're like, it's Givenchy. And I was like, I'm gonna go die.
In 9th grade?
Yeah, no, like it was just like designer.
Dude, in 9th grade, I had a Guess backpack and like I thought I was the
like,
rich as fuck.
Yeah, bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
I think you're just kind of
born in Utah. So like that's, I mean,
is that what they're wearing there? Listen, I loved growing up in New York City, and I think it's very jarring for people that didn't. And I'm sure our upbringings are very different, but I had the best time. But I think there was a lot of like coming to terms. I felt like Jenny Humphreys sometimes from Gossip Girl. Like I felt like the girl who like had to like buy and return the dress. And I'm not complaining.
Really?
I came from privilege fully.
Okay. But not the type of privilege we're talking about.
We're talking, yeah, like mansions in the Hamptons. And then you going to the Hamptons and being like, I don't have any place to stay. And you feeling kind of like you're like, again, like such, even saying this is like first world problems as fuck.
We realize that we are privileged as fuck beyond.
And like, not a big deal, but like, you know, when you want to be a part of a group that just like, I think it just motivated me to like be like, all right, bitch, you want to have a house in the Hamptons, work your fucking ass off and get there.
I think that's fucking incredible.
So I still don't have the house in the Hamptons, but the point is,
we're
it's
on
like,
our way.
It really did like not having those privileges, although very extreme, just motivated me to work really hard and like be like, okay, like I'm gonna shut it down now.
And that's why you are where you are now.
Right.
Because I imagined you as a Serena Vanderwoodson.
I mean, my mom's name is Lily, like the characters.
No, I swear. So your name is Serena and your mom's name is Lily.
How weird.
There's
like other really weird ass similarities, but I didn't kill anyone.
Okay.
I was a stoner in high school, which I feel like Serena wasn't.
She definitely gave off the vibe, but like they didn't show it.
She was unwell. But I feel like, yeah, there was definitely things I was exposed to that you shouldn't be as a 15, 16-year-old.
I want to know.
I mean, I think that in New York, the way to drink underage is to spend money. Like they don't give a fuck. These clubs don't care if you're 16, if you have daddy's credit card. So I would just be clubbing all the time with people who'd like willing to drop for tables.
That's fucking, so you were going to clubs?
I remember once I went to Lava when I was like 16 and the guy looked at my ID and was like, he looked at me and goes, you ever been arrested before? And the way I grabbed my ID and literally sprinted all the way back to the Upper West Side. Like, yeah, I mean, like we just... we weren't going to bars. Actually, I did go to a couple bars. I would go like Brother Jimmy's and shit.
Okay.
Like sake bombing is what we would do. Or like a really like random bar. Yeah.
Sake bombing.
Or like you're going to like a club.
Does that mean because people were so fucking privileged beyond belief, right? Like the type of people that were going to that particular private high school, middle school, whatever, we're talking rich, like very like
billionaires.
Yeah, Kushner, Trump type rich, right? This has nothing to do with politics. No. Money.
I don't really know about Kushner and Trump's finances.
I mean, but you're talking about private planes.
I'm talking about really wealthy, and I think, you know, ultimately, like you're going to be exposed to shit as a kid, whether it's in Utah, whether it's in New York. I think it's really important to have really great parents. That I was always honest with my mom. My mom came from Argentina, so she didn't believe in curfews. She didn't give a shit. She just believed in trust and like communication and honest communication. So if I was like, I remember like in 9th grade, like all the girls wanted to sleep over because I didn't have a curfew and they did. And my mom's like, why would you have a curfew? Because in Argentina, you literally go out till like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So I think like you need to just have good parents because I'm sure wherever you are, like there's going to be fuck shit. But it's just so interesting how you become an adult way quicker. Like way quicker.
Way. Like, were you taking the subway?
I was taking the subway when I was like 12 years old, yeah.
That's
But what I love about it is that you're so exposed from a young age to so many backgrounds, cultures, races, like every socioeconomic class. Like, so I don't know, I feel like in other places in suburbia, you're in your car, you're like in little bubbles, right? And like and bubbles of privilege. So I feel like that was really good, that exposure. I just feel like if you're going to be exposed to like clubbing and drugs and alcohol from a young age, you need to have really great parents. Yeah. Because I've seen a lot of people that were dropping all that money at the clubs, like not do well or like have to become sober and like very seriously, right? You know?
So their parents are just they have like a salary or just a credit card and they can just like rack that shit up.
I think that, yeah. And I think that maybe some parents were, and again, there's so many different kids with different upbringings, but I think some parents probably like thought that was a way of showing love to their kids was by being like, here, take the driver, take the card. And that's not love. That's not parenting.
Not. I mean,
but it's like, it's true. I mean, Gossip Girl is like, there's some things where it's like, yeah, 100%.
That's so crazy. But there's also things, because I was watching it like last night.
No, there's also things that are like ridiculously absurd.
Wait, can we just name like one or two things? I was watching an episode last night where Blair is doing like the debutante.
Right, which is the thing. My friends did it.
Okay, did you?
No, because I'm Jewish, so like we don't do that.
Okay, great. Right. She's doing the whole debutante thing, and the New York Times wants to write a piece on like her and her date for the debutante. Is that real?
I mean,
The New York Times is not writing on a high schooler going to the debutante hall, are they?
you would be surprised. Like, I remember in my high school, we did this fashion show every year. And like, I made a dress made out of like tampons, legit.
Okay.
And it was like, you would make it out of anything that wasn't like fabric. It became such a thing. It was like such a big moment in our high school every year that like the New York Times did cover it. So like, I wouldn't like a high school fashion show. Like, yeah, like the New York Times would cover that. Slay. Ridiculous. But I don't know about players, about debutante. We'd have to fact
I don't
check.
know. When I think New York Times, I think like hard hitting serious news, you know?
I mean, girl.
I'm not saying a tampon dress isn't.
It is. That's feminism, babe.
Okay, you know what? You're right. But
who knows?
and you're in New York.
Yeah, exactly.
Still, I don't know. I want to flip through the New York Times and like see if I see any of that like type of shit.
Bottom line, I wouldn't want to grow up anywhere else. I really loved it.
You would not.
No, I loved it.
No. Are you kidding me? The fact that you get to walk around even saying like I'm like a New Yorker born and raised.
Right.
Like you can curb stomp people. Like,
I take every opportunity I can. That's why I FaceTime you aggressively. I'm like, what? I'm a New Yorker.
I actually think I mentioned it because you were like, I'm a block away, just barely when you were coming here. I'm like, I think I've actually picked it up.
No, I know.
I will talk way more aggressively, quicker, just more like to the point.
You got places to be.
My mom will be like, chill.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like we're always in a rush, which can be toxic in of itself, but like whatever.
But it started to rub off on me. Not to your extent. Your level is different, but I fucking love it. But both of your parents work in entertainment. What do they do?
They're in television, like they're showrunners and like in development.
Okay. Do they want to put me in a show by any chance?
Are you an actress?
No, but I will. I can be.
Yeah.
I can be whatever they want. So did that help you in any way with your career or not really?
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Nepo baby?
I mean, yeah.
Yes?
I think that like, I can't say that the exposure I had going to sets, visiting my parents at work, the internships I had didn't help. Of course.
They
Absolutely.
did help. You're saying they did help.
Of course they helped. I think I would have if I 100% helped. And I don't think that there's anything wrong. I think it's weird when people like try to be like, well, I worked really hard to get here. It's like, no, I did work hard. But like, if I hadn't gone to TRL every day after school, I wouldn't see how like a show is produced. And you know what I'm saying? Of course. Absolutely. I think that when it comes to being cast in something though, that's where they draw the line.
Your parents do?
Especially like my dad is like, if you want to be in a TV show, write it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm writing a movie right now.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna write me
and you will
into
be
it.
100%.
What is this show about? It's gonna take a while for this thing to come out, right?
Yeah. It's in the works.
How is screenwriting? I've always thought about doing that.
It requires so much discipline. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
But it's amazing and it's cathartic. I've always been a writer, but I used to make films in high school about my exes, which you saw at my live show. That was how I got rid of my broken heart, is I turned it into art. But it's just it takes time. And I think in a city like New York, where there's so many distractions and fun and partying and boys named George, you need to like really carve out the time.
Yeah.
But it's something that I really want to foray into. I think like being an influencer or having a platform really is like amazing, but you know, that's the next step for me is going to movies.
That's amazing and great. I love that for you. I think it annoys me. I'm definitely not a Nepo baby whatsoever. I was born in Utah and my mom has no idea what the fuck entertainment is.
Right.
Except like turning the TV on. However, I think it's complete and total bullshit when people discredit people because they had some kind of advantage.
Right. I think it's just about being honest and transparent. Which I always would want to be.
Totally. And like you acknowledging it. Like that's it. That's all you have to do. But there's a lot of people with a lot of connections and a lot of fucking nepotism out there and they're not, you know, successful.
Right.
So
I need that Hailey Bieber Nepo baby shirt.
Yes.
Except I wouldn't.
How do you
I'll happily admit it, but I don't know if I need to go around like wearing it.
No.
How do I feel about her wearing it?
How do you feel about the Selena Hailey shit? You don't care?
I'm over it.
I don't care either.
I like them both. And I don't know. It's such a waste of time and space.
Yeah. I agree with that. I don't even know what the fight is over. The eyebrows?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I met Selena literally last week and she was lovely. I gave her my card game, which I obviously brought.
Which we will be playing.
I was like didn't know which one to give her, so I gave her Let's Fucking Fuck. Cause like I was like, I don't know, I choked. I was like, I gave her date play, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna give her fuck.
Yeah.
And she loved it, or so she said. So
Oh my God, she said that.
thinking about her, she was like, oh my God, I love this. Like I think that people like games, so
They do. So I do.
I don't like when boys play games, but
Uh-huh.
I don't like it when boys play games, but I like it, you know.
I saw what you did there. That pen was incredible. I have to give it to you. Okay, so I want to talk about the card game, but your brand is like so much bigger than the card game.
Right.
You went to this private school, whatever, and then where did you go to college?
I went to Duke.
How was that with every douchey lacrosse player on planet Earth all in one fucking place?
Hot, but misogynistic for sure. Duke was something like I applied really random. Like my guidance counselor was like, you're not going to get in. And I did. And I loved it. But I had no connection, nothing. Like literally it was so random. I don't know. There was this really pretty popular girl in my high school that went. So I was like, I want to be like her. You know, the dumb shit. You're so young at that age. Like you don't even know who you are at all. And so like I didn't even know what I wanted. But I went and I loved Duke. It was really like, it was amazing. But I think those first couple weeks were really like intense.
So tell me about that, because I remember you saying you were not getting the attention you wanted.
Yeah, I wasn't getting dick down. I had to rack up my body count somehow. Just kidding.
Would you say like it was you weren't getting dick down? I think it was deeper than that. Like you felt,
how deep is a dick?
I mean,
I'm just giving you sound bites, Sophia.
how deep is a dick? But you felt really out of place.
I think it wasn't. I think it's like everyone. I mean, the students there and that I was surrounded with were definitely wealthy, beautiful, really smart. Like it was just like it's a whole new place, and I hadn't felt that way since I was in 9th grade, and it was really big. It's just like it's college. It's like you're just like whoa. And I just felt very self-conscious, very insecure.
Me
and I was
too.
like, I'm gonna have such a shitty 4 years if I'm like so concerned about what everyone's thinking about me, because guess what? They're not thinking about me. Like nobody was thinking about me. No one ever's thinking about you.
Never.
Literally
ever.
never. Like probably if they're thinking about you, maybe for a slightly second, it usually just pertains to them.
Uh-huh.
So
I'm
like,
still learning that.
right. No,
Like
literally
I still
not.
have to remind myself, why are you like going on and on and on about this interaction? They're not thinking about
It's gone.
you.
Gone. Exactly.
Okay, continue though.
No, and so I just was like, I don't know what happened. I just had this moment where I was like, this is a chance for reinvention. I can do anything I want. I can change my middle name to fucking. And I literally walked on there and I literally just said to everyone, like, my name is Serena fucking Kerrigan. I changed it legally on my 18th birthday. What's up? Because it just made me feel so like a bad bitch.
And were you feeling that internally, or were you just kind of like, I'm gonna put on this kind of facade and this personality and see what it does for me?
It was definitely that. Like I didn't know that it would eventually help me. Like, but really what it was, and what I tell so many of like my followers and audience to do is like, it really was actually a dialogue I was having with myself. It wasn't about how people were gonna react. Because by the way, people didn't like it. Like the sorority girls.
I was gonna say, like,
Yeah,
if
the
a girl was
sorority
like, I'm
girls-
Serena fucking Kerrigan, I think I would be a little bit like, wow, like taken aback.
100%, which you probably were. But like people were, they were totally like, who the fuck is she? We're not letting her into a sorority. Like that was in the beginning. And then they understood it because they got to know me. But it wasn't about other people. It really was like telling myself, you're Serena fucking Kerrigan. That constant dialogue, which is what I tell my audience to do. You have to hype yourself up. You have to be there for yourself. But she became this character and she's really fun to play. But I think that as I'm getting older, I want people to see that like she's a character.
Yes.
Like before I would never go on a podcast and be like, I'll tell you what my middle name is. But now I'm comfortable enough with myself and like there's such a separation between the two.
Yeah, I totally feel that. I think as I'm getting older, it's, my whole business and persona was built on hyper fucking sexual, toxic as fuck, like super inappropriate. And there's obviously elements of that are still a part of me and that are still true. But I'm kind of trying to make it very clear, like that is not all it is.
Yeah. Because we're like multidimensional.
We're not allowed to be. We're not really allowed to be. But
one bucket, baby. One bucket.
One bucket. But we're making sure that it's a bunch of buckets.
Yeah. I feel like that's probably why we have so much similarities, because like we are very confident we want to talk about sex and dating, but we're also businesswomen and have a bunch of other shit going on.
Like freezing eggs, which we will talk about, but I just thought about that. I think that's so badass that you had the confidence, even though you weren't feeling it. Your first year of college to think to yourself, I'm going to turn this shit around. Because you know what I did? I left that school after the first year.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't getting the attention.
It's fight or flight, and I'm a fighter for sure. I feel like you are too, but like in that moment, maybe not.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is a moment to recalibrate, to try something new. And I think a lot of people did find it really funny and believed me or not. But what I loved was like that creating a character of yourself. I thought that was very interesting. And it worked out.
So you would like show up to parties and everyone would be like, Serena fucking Kerrigan.
All the time. I had an SFK shot at like our college bar, shooters. Like I like.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you really took over.
Oh no. Like.
How much did you take over? There was
Queen
a
of Duke.
shot named after you?
Queen of Duke, babe.
Are you for real?
No, when I graduated Duke, I was like, oh my God, like my life is over. Like I was so depressed. Like I was like, I'll never, like I peaked, bye. And then I was like, wait, no, SFK never peaks.
Never, ever.
But it was time again to like, you know.
Reinvent.
Exactly.
It never ever stops. You
never
have
stops.
to, and you have to like keep adapting to like the different situations. So after Duke, what's the next step?
I moved back in with my parents, my mom. And on the Upper West Side, which was like,
I'm totally
no, it was like, it was also,
shit.
well, it was just like, I didn't mind it because you save so much money, but like the whole dating and then living at home again. And we're not in like a 3-bedroom house. Like I was in a 2-bedroom apartment, like, you know, I'm shared a bathroom. Like it was close ass quarters. To move back in for 2 years was like
crazy. But also I think like in Argentine culture, my mom is so fine. She's like, you never have to move out.
No. I could have stayed my whole life.
Yeah.
And that's what they do in Argentina.
That's literally what they
will
do.
say.
Yeah.
Fully, I totally agree. But I worked at Refinery 29 as a video producer for like 3.5 years. And then I was building this SFK brand of like being the self-proclaimed queen of confidence. Like I wanted to become, because even though I went to Duke and I became SFK, I think I'm really actually, if anything, really becoming more confident now. Like it's a journey. It's a muscle that you have to constantly flex. So I think that when I wrote, I'm the queen of confidence and I'll save you a seat at my throne, and I saved you a seat at my throne, which is in my Instagram. It wasn't like, because people love to be like, oh, she was really confident she wouldn't do X or she wouldn't say that, right? People love to like police my confidence. But really what that was like, I want to someday become that and I want to help people feel confident. And there's things that I did that worked for myself. And like, the first thing you said at this podcast was, you've made me feel confident. So it's working.
So there you fucking go. So people give you shit like, you're overdoing it. You don't feel that fucking confident, bitch. Like relax,
right? Or if she edited her photo, then how confident could she be? I don't think it's really so black and white. I think that like there's things about myself. I think actually there's things about myself I would like to change, and that's okay. It doesn't mean I don't doesn't mean I dislike myself, right? Like I still see myself as my best friend. Right. I think that's what confidence is.
Yes.
And there's things about your best friend you don't like.
No, I totally agree with you. That is what confidence is. And you know what else it is? And this is what I have really been focusing on, is making sure the confidence is coming from like an internal, like the external validation shit, you're going to get fucked.
Exactly.
And I noticed like the past few months or so, I'm like, ooh, how many comments, or like how many listeners, or how many likes, or or like, am I looking good? Oh my God, I'm 30. Like, and then I had this moment where I thought to myself, oh, you're going to be fucking miserable. If you keep on going like this.
Because you don't have any control.
No.
So I think that.
And all of it, eventually is going to go away.
And also you can look at all the things that you don't have and like how someone's doing it better or whatever. But then like, you also have to look at all the things you have accomplished and done.
Yeah,
and you're like, wow, it's really training your mind to look at the positive and to remind yourself you're a fucking baddie.
No, I know. And I do feel super confident and like a fucking baddie a lot of the time. But I mean, all of us, we have our moments.
100%. But I think it is really important that you are single and dating.
Wait, excuse me. I completely forgot. I am not jumping into any type of dating.
Yeah, let's say that again.
Single.
Yeah.
I'm jumping into my single era.
Yeah, and dating yourself.
Dating myself.
Some homework I have for you is I want you to go out to a meal like alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, deal.
And put your phone away and just eat it and vibe with yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
How public does a restaurant have to be?
Extremely public.
And like
in the middle of Times Square.
You will not catch me at Times Square.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I think that's good.
Just try it. Like bring a book or bring a magazine or like, but like no phone. Just like
no phone?
Like you can put it in your pocket, but I don't want you to be texting the whole time.
Okay, so a book though.
Because no one's thinking about you sitting alone. I think that's what people think when they're eating alone. They're like, oh my God, everyone's like looking at me eat alone. Whenever I see anyone be alone eating, I'm like, fuck yeah. That bitch is like so fucking confident. She looks hot as fuck eating alone. She doesn't give a shit. Like I'm like, I want to be her.
I
every
think
time.
the exact same thing.
Exactly.
When they're at the coffee shop even working on their laptop, which like I have no issue doing, but like it's so fucking dope.
Yeah. And also that's a way to meet people.
But we're not meeting people.
No, I think it's okay for you to also date, but not jump into something. And,
okay.
And also, like, I don't know. I mean, the pool in New York is it's interesting.
It's very small.
Yeah, it is small. Smaller than I remembered. And I lived here my whole life. But I knew it was small when I went on a date with someone who I went to elementary school with. I was like, this pool is getting smaller and smaller. I'm recycling. I'm going back.
Yeah.
To when I was like a toddler.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That is wild. When I was living in Utah, I was hooking up with this guy from New York, but I was 21, 22. And I just saw him 2 days ago and I was like, there's no way this isn't happening.
Right.
It's tiny.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of talking and a lot of people know about each other. So.
But we don't give a shit what people think.
That's true.
As long as they're not in monogamous relationships, you know, I think like whatever, who gives a fuck?
Right.
You just have to do you.
Yes.
But like focus on yourself.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to focus on myself, go to lunch by myself. If a guy approaches me, I don't have
Amazing. I think it's much harder to approach someone if they're with a friend.
Ooh, that's a great dating tip right there.
No, literally. I went to a bar with like 8 single girls once and I was like, I love you bitches, but like goodbye. Like I was like, there's no way.
No.
It's way too intimidating. Like you need to, like maybe one friend is good, but like if you're alone, easy. Like you will get the most dick that day.
And you'll also probably, you'll also probably like make friends that are women too. It's just much more approachable.
Because we're girls.
We're girls,
right, Sophia?
Yeah. I just got to remind y'all one more time. Okay, so you work at Refinery 29, but then you have this whole side hustle where you're working on SFK.
Yeah. And then I was like, you know, Refinery 29 was like a great company to be at in that time. It was like when digital companies were like popping off, like BuzzFeed, Refinery, Vox, like all these. And then I just felt like I'm very ambitious. I was like, I can really build this brand and like into something that I can really monetize.
Is it because you're an only child and so like your head is just like huge, massive? Do you think that has anything to do with it?
I think my parents are like workaholics and like were very much like, my mom was a doctor in Argentina, then became a TV producer. My dad was like, like they met at film school at NYU, but like my dad was going to be in the military and then became a writer. So it's like they were always like, do what you love, follow what you love. And I loved this persona. I loved confidence. I felt like confidence, you know, back in 2016, 2017, 2018 was like very much like love yourself. Like, you know, I was like, no, like you're Serena fucking Kerrigan. Like get the fuck in front of a mirror and say I love you. That was like that voice. I loved her. So I thought I could expand this into a brand. It's not that I had like a really big head. It's more just like, I was like, what's the worst thing that can happen?
Yeah.
I saved up money by living at home. And trust me, there were some sacrifices that were made.
And like you trying to fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I did. And it was like it was an uncomfortable morning after. Yeah, it was unacceptable. But my mom loves me so much, so it's fine. But I feel like, you know, I saved up money and I was like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Like, I'm going to try this. I'm a great producer. I'm great at branding. I'm going to quit and try this. And then if it doesn't work out, I can go work somewhere else. That was my mentality. So a little delusional for sure.
You have to have that.
But you have to have that. And also I knew that like I was going to work 50 million times harder the same way you do when you're doing your own thing. Like you just do. Like there's no opportunity to fail.
Right.
So but then quarantine happened 2 weeks after I quit.
Okay.
So, but then I was like, wait, kind of back to what we were talking about, the fight or the flight. I was like, I can either like cook banana bread or bake banana bread, which I did. I made like a banana bread made out of a peanut, like a penis shape.
Okay, it sounds like it turned out really good.
It was actually delicious.
Okay.
And it looked even better.
The amount of penis jokes, I'm like.
Wait, I'm so sorry.
I know, what? It's Sophia with an F, but I can only imagine your bachelorette party whenever that happens.
Yeah, you're going to be there.
Oh, I just feel like penis is flying everywhere.
Absolutely everywhere, in everyone's mouth. So anyway, Okay, where were we? Banana bread, right. So people were making banana bread, doing the tie-dye, totally valid, totally amazing. But I was like, I quit my job to become a creator. I have to seize this moment.
There's no time
There's
like
no,
the present.
like right now, like this is it. Like people are on their phones. We didn't know how long it was going to last. We thought it was going to be like 2-3 weeks. I was like, this is it. So I created this dating show called Let's Fucking Date. And I like was on Instagram Live and I dated guys.
On the live.
On the live.
Would you tell these dudes beforehand, hey, I'm filming this?
I didn't produce. Like I hired someone to cast and produce. So all the dates were blind. So yes, like people would submit their guy friends or friends, but people were literally like, the world is ending. Like, I don't fucking care. Like, I'll just do the show. Also, people that were single were fucked. Like, but what were we going to do? We couldn't meet.
Yeah.
It was just like it was an unprecedented time. So we were doing unprecedented things.
So hold on. So you hire someone who sets up these blind dates that you go on.
Correct.
Are these people that they're hiring getting paid?
No. These were like, I would post on my story like,
who wants to go on a date?
Do you know anyone single who wants to go on a date with me? It's blind though. And then they would email my person that did casting. That's where like my mom, having taught me so much about casting and producing, like, see, that's where the nepobaby comes in, right? Like that is something I totally learned from my mom.
Yeah.
So I knew who to hire and like, I was just like, I just want you to interview these guys, make sure they're not weird, like whatever. Then we started story producing and like really turning it into like The Bachelorette.
Okay.
And
this is all on Instagram Live.
All Instagram Live. But the thing about it was, one, no one was doing anything on Friday nights at 8 p.m. No one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what you were doing, but people were like in club.
What I was doing, I was in hiding because I was going through some drama. So
right. You should have tuned in. It would have been nice.
So that's what I was up to, but go off, queen.
Perfect. Well, right. Moving on. So, it was like I would date 2 guys for 30 minutes and they were completely blind. But I loved that exercise. And I feel like this is a good piece of advice if you're feeling kind of frustrated with dating. Like, I think sometimes just match with the guy that like you're very unsure about, or like just go on the date with the guy that you don't like, or girl or whoever that you want are dating. Because what I loved about that show was I literally would go live and then the producer would text me the username. And I'd be like, all right, let George 123 come in. And I had no feelings about him. Like I just wanted to get to know him. The show popped off. I dated 50 men that year in 2020.
You fucked 50 men?
No, I dated 50 men. And please, let's say that again. I dated 50 men on Instagram Live. I did not fuck them.
That's not how I heard it.
I never even met them in person.
That's not how I heard it, but keep going.
Right, of course. And then I sold the second season to sponsors for like, I Bumble bought literally like a whole month of episodes. Like I was really able to monetize that.
Great.
Because it was a really great opportunity to show like, this is what it's like dating as an empowered woman.
Yes.
People were in the comments talking shit about the guys. I didn't never pick a winner because I did 3 seasons of the show. I never picked a winner because I'm SFK and like no one was good enough. Love them though, but like no. And I made a lot of friends from the show. I let my fans pick a winner for the ultimate season, the last one.
And what does the winner mean? Like you guys have to what? Fuck, get engaged.
Me. Yeah, the stakes were pretty low. He flew out from LA to like surprise me on the live, which was like crazy.
Wow.
I recently found out that he actually now was on Netflix show Too Hot to Handle and is like—
How ironic and crazy. Did not see that coming.
I was like, don't forget who made you, okay? No, literally. No, but I wish him well. He was actually like the villain on the show, which—
Can we not say his name?
His name was Creed. Australian, super good looking, extremely good, like very hot.
Okay.
I enjoyed
I feel like I
him.
should look him up.
You should.
Creed.
But then he was the villain on the show, Creed, yeah.
But I do love a point you made. Like you did not say no to guys. Like you were very open to like whatever type of guy, however they looked, whatever you saw on paper. Because, and I've said this before, when I was on Raya, when I was allowed.
Were you kicked off?
I was kicked off. And I feel like I have to talk about this every single episode, so we're not going there. Raya, please. Like, I will promo you. I will do whatever. And I will fucking sign a Raya NDA. Okay, so then I'm on Raya. I'm in like the worst relationship ever. And my mom's like, give me your fucking phone. And she says, why have you not hearted this guy? Because I had said no to him 5 times already. Okay. My mom's like, this guy's amazing. So she hearts him. She's talking to him.
Obsessed.
Pretending to be me.
Perfect.
And saying—
You're actually dating Sofia's mom.
Yeah. And saying like wild shit like, oh my God, like I don't even know something about like, I'm ready for marriage. Like but you're hot. Like I don't saying some shit.
Right.
I ended up dating that person for over 4 years.
Yeah.
And every single time I saw him pop up on the screen on Raya, I was like, disgusting.
I think that because of the dating apps, we've become so like, it's like we want to like do like a Build-A-Bear of a guy. We want to be like, we want this and this and this height and this. And it's like, I'm sorry, like that's not it.
Have you had better success with dating apps or meeting guys organically?
Dating apps are just so difficult to get off the app. Like you're already picky. And even though I'm not like gonna,
I'm not picky at all.
Okay.
Like if a guy looks at me and acts obsessed, I'm like,
correct.
You have a chance.
In person. I think there's a big barrier to entry with the apps, but whatever. I think that I've had more success. Like it's about energy, and you're not gonna know that until you get on the date.
Yeah.
But I think that another thing that I feel is so fucking true is like you're either dating 0 people at a time or like 4, in the sense of like, you need one date to get another date. And so that's why sometimes I'm like, fuck it, I'll just go on this date with this guy who even knows. But like you send out the energy in the universe and it just like, it comes back to you.
So it's a snowball effect.
Every time. I'm literally either dating absolutely no one, talking to no one, or there's like 4 guys that are like in the roster.
Okay, and why is that? Like why?
I just feel like it's about,
once you open yourself up to, the one guy, then you can like the world.
And I don't
is your
mean like,
oyster.
I think that people are gonna be like, well, how do you have time to date 4 people? I don't mean like dates back to back. I'm just saying like, there's 4 people in the orbit that I'm like talking to or DMing or, seeing. And I don't know. It's just like an energy thing. I really feel strongly about it. I think that you're also more confident when you're like, you feel like you're choosing, you're not the choice, right?
Well, that, and also you're not putting all of your eggs in one basket. Oh my God, if this date doesn't go well.
Which I have done. I'm over that era.
That's so
I've been
bad.
handed, I literally have thought so many guys were my husband after the first, third, second date. Mm-hmm. And I'm like a little like out of that era of my life now. Like I feel like I'm in touch with reality. I'm like, the first date doesn't tell you shit.
Okay.
It's not enough time.
See, I'm the opposite where I'm like, every single guy that I go on a date with is a player and a fuckboy, and he is gonna try to hurt me.
Right.
And until like the 5th date, like I'm not taking you seriously.
So that's the thing. Like I really like, I'm trying to train myself that much. I have this very like delusional.
I kind of do too, though.
Yeah, but I think that I've become a little more guarded though. But like I've been like, 2 hours isn't enough time to know someone. It's just not.
But I say that, right? But I think there is a little teeny tiny part of me that I'm like, but I mean, like, it's not a total no.
Right.
Like, it could be something.
Right. And then also people are always like, when you know, you knew when you met them right then. So I was like,
shit.
Yeah, right?
Whoever said that is a fucking liar. Just kidding. So many people I know that are married and happy.
So many people I know.
That's what they said. Okay. So that is a huge tip. And I would like to reiterate, you do not go on a date with one guy. Like,
just get on dates. Just
there
go.
needs to at least be 2 dudes.
Just like
that you go on a date with.
Yeah, it'll make you feel more confident and not like, and also you'll see red flags because you have something to compare them to. I think that's so fucking true.
And then you're not comparing them to your ex. You're comparing them to each other.
And it's also like, I feel like little things like, are they making a plan? Or are they just DMing you all the time and like trying to meet up with you out? Like those are things that like once you see the comparison, you're like, oh, fuck this guy. Like, he's just like wasting my time.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, I'm not even in that realm yet because I'm going to be single gal.
That's my girl.
But when I do, it's just, it just sounds like, I think they need to really be vetted before. And I know I just said the complete opposite where it's like, just go on the date.
You just gotta go on the date.
So there's no vetting. Like that's a bunch of bullshit.
Let's make sure that they're not like a serial killer.
Well,
but no.
But can you actually tell they're not?
No, absolutely not. But I feel like you have to you need to just go on the date. It's an hour, 2 hours of your time. Like you're not gonna know. It doesn't matter.
It's true.
You have to just go.
It's true. And guys, a lot of them for real, look a lot better in person.
It is so tragic, the dating app photos. I actually am genuinely concerned about.
I think we need to teach them a class.
No, we absolutely need to open up a school.
We do.
Like, I don't understand. I'm like, you really thought this photo was the photo.
Well, we all know like the hatfishing. I heard that some dating app banned the fish photos. Like that's fine, but guys just don't know.
Sunglasses in every pic. I'm like,
but they just don't know how to angle, and that's great because if there's a guy on there,
hide yourself, hide your face. No, like oh my, there's some of them are so
bad. But then if they're so good, then I'm like, okay, are you a model? You're disgusting.
I couldn't agree more. I feel like I will say I don't feel bad for men, but like there is a double standard where it's like it's tricky because there's a fine line between having like it's a very difficult thing to have a great dating app profile as a straight man. It's very hard to do, very hard to crack. I've seen it done, but and so that's why I'm a little more. I give them more of a chance, even if it's like
yeah. I mean, dudes listening, like you need to have one of your best girlfriends.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, where are your female friends telling you like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Maybe I'll do like a little fucking segment on what to do. But also like, I don't know your angles. Like
you want to have like candid photos, but like, cause it's not my cross to bear. Let me tell you that much.
Okay. So I want to dive into this game. Before we do though, this is gonna be the most random shit and people are not expecting this to like coming. Go Diego, go. I have a reason why I want to talk to you about this. So we all know Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
You had no part in that.
She's that bitch. She's my cousin.
Okay, then they did like a
spinoff called Go Diego, go.
And who were you?
Alicia, the sister, computer whiz.
A computer whiz. So you were Diego's sister.
I was Diego's sister, Dora's cousin.
Dora's cousin.
Correct.
Okay, I was going to make a joke, like read the backpack, like read the map or something like that. And then I was like, it's Serena fucking Kerrigan. There's no way.
There's literally no way. And also they fired me because my voice got too deep because I went through puberty. So it's a touchy subject. But I still get residuals from that shit. If you can do anything, be a voice actress because you still get paid.
That is why I'm asking you because I know I just said I want to be a screenwriter, an actress, but what I want to be above all things
is a voice actress.
Yeah, I think I have the voice for it.
Yeah.
I think my voice already does sound like a cartoon.
Obsessed.
I sound like a valley girl, like princessy, clueless. Like I have a very distinct voice.
You do. I love your voice.
So where do I go?
Where do you go? Let me call Diego and Dora. Let me hit them up.
Yeah, whoever, did your parents like audition you for that or what?
They were really vehemently against it. They did not want me to be a child star. They didn't want me to be an actress.
So they let you do the voice. They
said they were like, if you want to audition for anything, you have to go to like 3 years of acting classes. And I did in the West Village at HB Studios. I did. And every Saturday I would go and I loved it. And finally I was writing, they're like, we won't let you do anything like where your face is showing. I was like, is it because I'm ugly? Like what the fuck?
Shut the fuck up.
No, but and then I did the audition. I remember I did it like I had to leave a voicemail and like it cut out and then it was like, but my parents were very much like, if you get it, great. If you don't, you don't. Yeah. And I was like, I won't get it. It's fine.
And you fucking got it.
And I fucking did.
I did an audition for, I believe, 1 or 2 TV shows because a lot of Disney shit is filmed in Utah for whatever reason. Luck of the Irish, Halloween Town, like all that
Iconic films.
Iconic. Never got a call back. Never got anywhere close. I didn't let it fuck with my confidence though, you know?
No, you can't. Rejection's a part of life and it's going to redirect you to something better.
You're just like full of wisdom. So you were her voice and I'm happy your parents didn't let you like be a whole childhood star.
No. Yeah. No, that's.
And they kept you like Nickelodeon, like not Disney. You know, but I think that's the smartest thing they could have done.
Honestly, really good observation. I didn't even think of that.
Right?
I mean, no shade to Disney, but yeah, like I think I loved it. I mean, also it was a bilingual role. I'm bilingual, so it was like I was proud. It was just a great way to have clout in middle school. Like it was just very cloudy.
It was very cloudy?
Cloudy.
Like clout-y. Okay.
But then like they fired me and like I was like, what the fuck?
That hurt.
I was like, was my voice? Like I was like, what's wrong with my voice?
You went through puberty. Like
fully. If we were to play the episode, I wouldn't recognize myself. Like it's like literally so high.
I am so excited to listen.
Yeah.
I was gonna make you do it, but you went through puberty, so it's not happening.
I did. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It happens to all of us.
You have a game here.
I do.
One of your very
what was that?
I'm like, I think it's the fucking, we're not going to say the liquor brand, the alcohol that is a seltzer, but which card game is this that you have?
This is Let's Fucking Fuck.
The one Selena Gomez loves.
Selena Gomez does love this.
Okay, but I'm going to be the judge here. So let's fucking go.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What is a physical feature that turns you on first glance?
On a male or a female? Well, I think that's important.
A male.
I do tend to fuck men. So, okay. I'm
Okay, so you answer your own question.
like that. I know this should be really easy, but I really like want eyes.
Yeah.
Kind eyes.
Interesting. That's like not it for me.
What is it? The fucking dick and the gray sweatpants?
How could you ever?
What is it?
I do love gray sweatpants.
What is it for you?
I feel like it's
smile.
Ooh, no.
Height.
Yeah. I just love a tall man. Damn.
I don't really care.
I wish I didn't. I don't actually. Like my last boyfriend, 2 boyfriends ago, was like actually pretty short.
Mm-hmm.
But like, so it's not something that like it's a deal breaker, but I do just, there is something just like sexy about it.
I mean, it's definitely sexy.
Or arms are sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've dated definitely dudes that were not tall and didn't have the arms for sure. But the eyes were next level.
Remember when you thought I had contacts?
Yeah. Serena has gorgeous eyes, by the way.
So do you.
I mean, mine are brown.
That's
so
okay.
It's like, okay, whatever.
They're chocolate. Delicious.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. Pero like, do you eat ass?
I don't know.
Okay.
But
I love
yes,
getting my ass eaten.
it wasn't if
Oh, no,
I
it
do
was.
it.
It was. I was asking if you were doing it. I just wanted to just bring it back and say.
I like it.
I
like
love it.
But I do.
Is that wrong? I love it.
I love it. I do have to make sure that like there was like a shower or something, or else I
no, I
don't.
don't. I just don't know, obviously.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. You got to keep it right and keep it tight. It's also something that I think is like more of a intimate thing that you do with a partner. I don't know if I would do it with like.
No. Also, I mean, it's like they're risking it. Like they should know.
Say this phrase in your dirtiest voice. This game fucks.
This game fucks.
Yeah, do like.
I feel like my voice also already sounds like I'm having an orgasm without meaning to.
Yeah, do it like ASMR vibes.
Okay. I'm only doing this if you're fucking doing what's her face's voice.
No, I'm gonna do that. I'll do this.
Okay.
I can't. I physically
okay,
can't.
that's fine. Here we go. I physically can't. My voice fucks. Okay. This game fucks.
Ooh, I just got horny. Like, listen,
Did you?
Yeah. I got a little tingle.
I honestly could do it even better, but like we're not gonna practice.
This game fucks.
Okay. Everyone in the studio is fucking wet. Okay. Do you want to keep going? Because I have questions that the sleuts wrote in that they want your advice for.
You can buy the game on letsfuckinggdate.com.
Don't worry. I'm going to give you plenty of room to plug your shit. And talking about freezing eggs, we will on a different episode, right?
Honestly, go have a consult. I love that. Like, just have the information. That is what I'll say about egg freezing.
I have one question about it.
Yeah.
Even though I just said we're not going to talk about it. But
let's talk about
how intense is the process?
It's 2 weeks long. It's not intense.
Like, are you shoving hormones into your body?
It's very short. It's literally like the whole thing was 2 weeks. I did 10 days of shots. The needle is literally as thin as a strand of hair, like this.
Okay.
That's how thin the needle is. It was not that invasive. The surgery itself, when they extract them, they were like, where do you want to go on vacation? I was like, the Maldives. I woke up.
So it's literally like
best nap of your life.
Okay.
I think it's branded as something that's really invasive and you're going to gain all this weight and you're going to be depressed.
And emotional.
And it's this big thing. The biggest thing about it is that it's expensive. It is. Like it is. Mm-hmm. But if you're thinking about doing it, the younger the better because your eggs just keep getting older.
I know.
I did it at Spring Fertility in New York. It's actually right around here. And I loved it. It was like all female run, like a really great experience. But this idea that it's like this really long, extraneous thing, it's on purpose. That marketing is so we don't do it. Because if we do it, the patriarchy will burn, bitch. So just have a consult. Start there.
Just have a consult. I'm for sure going to do it.
Yeah, you should do it.
Especially now hearing that because I really did think it was like this tedious, like I won't be able to go to work.
No. I went to work the next day.
Okay.
So like
amazing.
you're okay.
Okay. Yeah. And also I've had like,
you've done way harder shit.
I've done way harder. Every male doctor I have tells me, you're fine. You're 30. You don't need to be thinking about that. Every female doctor I've spoken to, I mean, I had my OBGYN said, I'm having my daughters do it basically the second it's like legal for them to do it.
It really just has to do with your biology, which is your eggs get older every year.
Yeah.
So when you freeze them, they stay that age.
Okay.
And so
I'm like, mine are not frozen yet. So
no, you're fine. 30 is totally fine.
Okay.
And actually, like people freeze their eggs up to like, I think like 40, literally, and beyond.
Yeah.
But just have the consult.
Have the consult.
I'll connect you.
Okay. Thank you.
All good.
I love that.
But no, I'm glad that we talked about it.
Me too. Okay. So question number 1.
Yeah.
Sofia, I'm struggling. I met this man from Hinge. The first 2 times we hung out were in public, getting drinks and lunch, and then he comes over to my place 3 times since then. The last 2 times he stayed the night. However, he has never kissed me and has never made a move. Loves to cuddle, will not make a move. I don't want to because I cannot handle rejection well. I jokingly texted him and told him it was funny that he wants me to stay with him but has never made a move. He replied, LOL, what's a move? I am so mind-fucked. What is this game? Does he like me? What is happening?
I don't really care. Like, do you want to be with someone who literally, what's the move? Like, are you?
That's
okay. I think it's an absolute no. Like, I think he wants maybe the validation. He likes spending time with you. Maybe he's not straight. I don't know. But
that was what I was thinking.
I've dated enough guys where I'm like, and by the way, this happened to me recently where I went home with a guy and he wanted to cuddle and not do anything. And I was like,
was it the first date or like?
No, it was like a friend and we, spent the night. But like the next morning, like, I also didn't, and I'm going to say something, I also didn't try anything because I was like, how awkward would it be if he was like, no?
Yeah.
Like, so I get not wanting to try, but like, you kind of already insinuated like, what's up? And he completely ignored it. Why are you wasting your time with this guy?
Yeah, this guy.
He should be wanting to rip your clothes off.
Right.
Sorry.
If it's not a fuck
yes,
it's a no.
Fuck no, yeah.
If it's not a fuck yes, it's a fuck no. I love that. There's something going on with this dude that
I think that it's good that she asked him, like she made a joke or whatever, but she brought it up. But the fact that he's
either gay or his penis doesn't work or like there's something. I don't know what it is.
Or he's dating someone else.
But having sleepovers. Okay, little George action. Okay, next question. Sofia, I love how you talked about how although your mother is Hispanic, you are seen as white. My mother is Korean and my dad is white, but since I grew up mostly in America, I look more white. I am seen as a white girl. Sometimes I feel like I've lost my Korean identity and that I'm just seen as a white girl, quotation marks. Do you ever feel like this? Does it bother you? How do you deal with it? Also, I fucking love you, bitch. First of all, Hispanic. That's when you are from South America. Or because then there's a whole fucking Latinx thing. And my dad is from Spain. So I can say Latina. Well, my mom's from Argentina, dad's from Spain.
So you say Hispanic. I'm Latina.
Right. But I can use them either interchangeably. And then people are like, no, you're not. What the fuck? And I need all those people to just like relax.
Well, also like being Latina, it's an ethnicity, right? So it's not a race. And I think that that's what is confusing. So people are like, they always said that to me growing up. They're like, how are you Latina? You're white. But there's so many people that we both know, hello, we're looking at each other and our parents that, it's all different races. It's frustrating, but honestly, like, just be like, you can't define me. Like, stop.
Right. She said, okay, I feel like I've lost my Korean identity because she's seen as a white girl. I feel like maybe it was the World Cup, but like I've never been more fucking proud of my identity,
Totalmente.
But I love it. But there is like this
But also, we cannot let people define who we are.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, if people are making you feel a certain way, okay, fuck them. Like, if you want to feel more connected to your identity, what can you do? Like, we go to Argentina, we celebrate the World Cup, we talk about Messi, we hang out with other Argentinian people, we make, I went to Sabor Argentina, which is the best fucking restaurant in New York for my birthday. Sabor Argentina.
God. I
in the West
order from
Village.
there all the time.
I'm sorry, the steak is on fire and they have fries that are like McDonald's. Unbelievable.
I like Buenos Aires more.
Oh, okay. Here we go. We're going to have to do a little food tour truck situation.
Will.
But that's what I'm saying. You can find a way to identify with your culture that's beyond what someone's going to say about you.
Yes.
Or even the color of your skin.
Yes.
Right?
And someone saying you are a white girl has nothing to do with your identity or your background or you know what I'm saying? It's like, whatever. Those people can go.
Unless you're like Rachel Dolezal, who's like pretending.
Then it's a little bit
that's
musky
like, no,
waters.
right, exactly.
We got it.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, don't do that. Okay, last question. Sofia, I tried to Google this and found literally nothing online.
Wait, I'm shocked. What is this? What did you Google? Google.
I have been dating this guy for about 3 months now, and he has a penis that curves up and to the left.
To the left.
But I was doing some research, and I just want to quickly add something that was bizarro to me. There is
What research were you doing? I'm not me picturing you like on your computer with like glasses on. Like
there is a penis straightener. Not like a hair straightener, like a cast for.
I would hope it's not like a hair straightener for a penis. I would hope.
There's a cast for peni.
Peni. Perfect. The research
Did you know that?
No, I didn't. I haven't really seen that many curved dicks.
I haven't either. I've heard they're incredible.
I'm sure.
By the way.
They're hitting different. It's like Captain Hook.
Meg the Stallion, yes. So, I mean, there's that.
So where do you put the penis straightener? How often are you putting it on? Like what's
I don't know how the cast works. I don't know if that needs to be put on like kind of scoliosis like when you're younger. So your penis. But I guess you can fix scoliosis when you're older. But I'm not saying that this penis has scoliosis.
Okay, we're not doctors here, clearly.
I don't think dicks get scoliosis.
But they might.
They might.
Wow, did we just like discover science?
Fucking crack the code.
Wow.
I don't know, but I'm going to end it there before I really just take
I don't know.
off.
I was having fun there.
That was really fun. Okay, Serena, this was so incredible. I could talk to you for 20 more hours. Where can they find you?
Serena Kerrigan on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Along with ads for your scoliosis dick. Literally, like, we're going to be starting seeing that on our phones. And my card game, Let's Fucking Date. We have 3 iterations. Sophia's a huge fan.
Biggest
So
fan.
is Selena Gomez.
We were playing it like on that island trip, and it was a fucking hoot and a half.
Yeah, I love you. I'm so proud of you. This is so fun.
Thank you so much. And you guys know where to find me, Sofia with an F, Franklin with a Y, and subscribe so you can watch these 2 confident queens on YouTube.
Let's fucking go.
Period. Love you, Sloot, so much. Talk to you next week. Bye.